You already talked about it, so you did a lot of the legwork for me in terms of having to explain it. But I am going with the Ravens Jaguars under 43 and a half. I don't think this Ravens offense, even though they have maybe the most explosive player in the game, I don't think the offense itself is particularly explosive at this juncture. I think everything's going to be a struggle for them. And on the other side, we talked about it when they started upgrading the linebacking core, and they got Roquan and who came back? Bowser came back, and it's just a whole new feel to this defense with that second level fortified, and get more guys on the edge, and I just think it makes it really tough for the Jaguars as well. And I think that it's just going to be kind of a slog of a game, some heat, some humidity, and this Jaguar team, Trevor Lawrence, we keep waiting for him to kind of take that next step. Generally, you're supposed to be at your best offensively when you're at home. But that hasn't been the case for this Jags team. The under in Trevor Lawrence home starts since he was drafted, he's now played 14 games in Jacksonville. The under 12-2, 86%, covering by an average of 7.8 points per game, including a perfect 5-0 this season. The Jaguars they don't put up a ton of points. If they're going to win, they're going to win ugly at home. So, like you said, Ronnie Stanley could miss this one for Baltimore. Gus Edwards, who knows with him, but Baltimore is going to want to run the ball, control the pace, and not try to push it with their passing offense. Still not enough pieces there. No Bateman, I think, hurts them, in the long term a little bit, especially until Deshaun Jackson kind of gets right and gets back. So Ravens, I could expect them to be slow paced, run heavy, and this Jaguar, you don't need a lot of points necessarily to beat this Jag team even at home. And I expect the Ravens to just do what they do, get back to running the ball, convert long drives, convert on third and short, and get out of Jacksonville to win. So give me under 43 and a half, Baltimore, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Ravens being like even extra vanilla lately. I think that they know that they're know they're going to get to the playoffs, and they know that they're going to have to scheme really well on offense. And I think that they're just holding a lot back against these inferior teams. Not that their offense would be just some juggernaut, but I have seen that in recent weeks. And the defense, I think, is only going to continue trending up. Remember, it's a new defensive coordinator. So there was a big scheme change, and their depth pieces as far as their edge rushers. You obviously add Roquan Smith as well, but you got Bowser back. You got Adabu who's going to come in. They have a lot more depth at the linebacker and edge positions, which is what they needed. And then once they add Marcus Williams back into the fold, defense is going to be really good down the stretch. I think the Ravens probably be a really good under team the rest of the way.
And gotta show love to the Jags defense. They are 9th in rushing success rate allowed, and that's what you need against Baltimore. But they've also allowed just 15.4 points per game at home this year. So it's not just that their offense is struggling. They've been able to hang around, on both sides of the equation. So
so a little weak in the secondary, but that's not something you really worry about against the Baltimore.
Absolutely, yeah, that's the thing. Jacksonville's weakness is pass defense. And that's not, maybe the Ravens get one big player, maybe a bomb to Duvernay or something, but I just don't think it's going to be like bombs away, because I don't think they'll need to do it. So yeah, these mid-range 40 totals. We'll go away from the the lowest total on the board. I thought about that Bronco Panther total, but rather just go with the Panthers to get the win there. All right, so New England, Minnesota over 42 and a half for Stuggy. Baltimore, Jacksonville under 43 and a half for me.